Okay, today we're going to talk about place value and rounding. The number that I'm choosing to work with today is going to be 54,321. And I chose that number because there is a different digit in each place value. So let's just separate this by place value first. All right, so we have ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, and 10,000s. Our 1 is in the ones, our 2 is in tens, 3 is in the hundreds, 4 is in the thousands, 5 is in the 10,000s. So it's very important to know place value because we're going to have to use that when we exercise the skill of rounding and estimation. So we have a rule for when we round 5 or more. We raise the score. If it is 4 or less, let it rest. So that means it'll either stay the same or it'll go down. Ew, my arrow's a little crazy. Okay. So this is the type of questions we will be asked. Round to the nearest 10. Round to the nearest 100. Round to the nearest thousands, or is that 1,000? And in this case, we can also have a question that asks us to round to the nearest 10,000. Okay. Each time, I'm going to write that same number because I'll be working with that number in each one of these cases. All right. So when we look at rounding, we'll look for the place value that they're asking for, but we also look at the digit that comes behind it that we want to round. On the first question, it asks us to round to the nearest 10. So this is my tens place. We already established that 2 is in the tens. So I'm going to circle the 2. And then I'm going to draw an arrow back here because this is the digit that is going to determine whether I round up or round down. If it's 5 or more, I'm raising the score. If it's 4 or less, I'm letting it rest. Okay? So in this case, 1 is 4 or less, which means that that particular digit is going to go to 0. The 2 in the tens place is not going to be affected. That is the nearest 10. Next, we're going to round to the nearest 100. So I'm going to go to the hundreds place. 3 is in the hundreds. I'm circling my 3. And I'm looking back at the 2. Is 2 5 or more or 4 or less? It's 4 or less. So I'm letting this rest. That means everything behind this 3 is going to 0 because it's closer to 300 than it is to 400. Now I'm rounding to the nearest 1,000. In my thousands place, I have a 4. I'm circling my 4. I'm looking back in the hundreds place at the 3 to determine, am I going to raise the score or am I going to let it rest? Again, we are going to let it rest because it is 4 or less. So that means we will have 54,000 as its nearest 1,000. Now on the last one, round to the nearest 10,000. 10,000 would be this place, the 5. We established it was 10,000 at the beginning. That means I'm looking at the digit behind it. That would be 4. Is it 5 or more? Or is it 4 or less? It is 4 or less. So that means that I'm letting it rest, and everything behind my 10,000 place will go to 0. Okay, Miss Todd, what if there was a 6 in the thousands place when I'm trying to round to the nearest 10,000? Well, I'd circle my 10,000 again. I look at this digit in the thousands place. It is actually 5 or more. That means I need to raise the score. So instead of this becoming 50,000, this would become 60,000. Okay, what if I had to round to the nearest 1,000 with that same number? 5, 6, 3, 2, 1. The nearest 1,000. I'm in the thousands place here. I'm looking in hundreds place. Hundreds place is still 4 or less. So this would go to 56,000. Let's go down to the 100, nearest 100. 5, 6, 3, 2, 1. Hundreds place, this would not change. Those digits are still the same, so it would actually be 56,300 since we changed the digit in the thousands place. And if we rounded to the nearest 10, having that 6 as the thousands digit, again, we would end up with 56,320. This would be unaffected because those digits are still the same. Okay, so this is just a quick little run through on place value, just a refresher. Maybe this is something that could help clear some misunderstandings up, or just give you a good little review.